What's happening?
Yeah, I'm summoning.
He's playing a lot of Oddworld. I think he's
summoning Benemy.
At this point, we might need to split this episode into 2 parts.
No, not yet. Not yet. It's not time yet. Come on.
Right. Meanwhile,
Please.
Fortnite.
Let's take a blood vessel right now.
Oh, it's time.
While he's
Yeah,
busting
so-
blood vessel,
What the
Benemy
song
can't
list of
summon this
Fortnite Festival?
demon fast enough.
Fortnite Festival, y'all. I think the one thing that we need to make in the episode is it boggles the mind to look
Someone
at
stop
clone
them. I
hero
can't
people.
move while I'm summoning.
The
So stop
clone
them,
hero
I'm immobile.
community?
They have
Half-shade-
Thunder by
half-shade
Imagine
people.
Dragons in Fortnite Festival?
No.
They got Weezer. They got
Weezer,
So I can
wait,
finally
dude,
get
is that
Weezer
actually
like
real?
Goku. I've
I
been
was
called out.
dashing through the arcade with a limited time to play over to the corner of the arcade to play a bunch of I don't know. Anyway, this was really bad.
Do you wanna
This was
hear-
really cringe.
Do you want to hear mine unironically? I could bust it out.
No, everybody, welcome to the corner cat.
Wait, that's the intro?
Yes. Welcome to the. All right. Well, welcome to the. Welcome. Well, we can hear the song later. Off camera.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Corner Cab Holiday Special. This time featuring the entire Corner Cab cast. Yay! No special guests this time. No stupid.
No, I
facts.
am the special guest.
True.
Yeah.
Still counts. Very special.
I don't call midgets special.
Whoa!
I do.
Whoa,
Gate
calm
three,
down.
okay.
Calm down. We do not want to summon Benny Mr. Piro again.
This is
Listen,
heightism, actually.
I believe in. I believe in equality. That
If we're
includes.
so equal, you should give me some of your height then.
No, I
Yo.
just.
Anyways, higher
Natural selection.
booster seat.
Sorry, Mako. Natural selection is a bitch, but I.
Whoa!
Yeah, true.
Okay, time out. Let's get a move on. Let's get a move on.
So anyway, welcome to the Corner Cab Holiday Special. I'm your host, Enemy. This is Michiko, Jack, Eris, and of course our illustrator. I'm chewing.
Are you
Sorry.
eating?
He's eating. Hello, everyone. I'm Mako, the illustrator and social media manager and general administrator for the Corner Cab.
No, you're
Hello.
not.
Yes, I am.
Welcome. Yes, I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Your existence.
Yeah, she does own our Twitter accounts and has hijacked our channel to do a drawing live stream, which we really appreciate if you do another one. But yeah, this is the entire cast. We are doing this very last minute, and let's see if we have anything to talk about because my God, the pre-show was so
We
long.
have- the pre-show was 40
I wonder
minutes.
how much
so
of
I hope
it
you're all
will make
happy.
it into the recording.
I do want to go ahead and start out with there's been a lot of, at least as of the day of this recording, which is December 10th, 2023, there has been a lot of shit that has happened in the rhythm game community, both on the arcade fronts and from the mobile fronts. Especially in the arcade front, Sega has been popping off recently, as has KAC with their recent KAC tournaments. You'll find out more information about it in the Rhythm Game Roundup in the newest episodes that are going to come out soonish.
I'll
By the
take
time
that.
this
I'll
recording,
take
you'll
that ETA.
definitely-
Cross promotion moment. Let's go.
Yeah, shoot soon trademark.
Yeah.
But yeah, also Mako definitely owns our social media accounts and could definitely, put us on blast, cancel us at any time. But we don't need to really worry about
You need
that
to be
because
nice
we
to
have her
Mako.
we have her on our side, right? Right?
Please help me. I'm in the basement.
That's what we
I
call
mean,
the
what?
bunker.
Yes.
Our side.
I didn't say
There is no
anything, of
basement.
course. I am not being held at gunpoint.
Wait. I wonder if I could get this. Oh. Well, no, never mind. Dang. I thought I had a gun cock in the soundboard, but I don't.
Let's not open up that can of worms.
If someone lets on one soundboard, the rest will come. And it will eventually end with a metal pipe.
So, Enemy doesn't want us to talk about Fortnite, but we did it in the pre-show. Should we talk
What?
about it here also?
No, please.
Yes.
No, God, I beg of you, please. I am trying to escape.
What was that
Rhythm
about?
games are the one place I truly could feel safe. You're gonna make me feel unsafe.
Peter Griffin can sing Mr. Brightside. It's a pretty good game.
Mhm.
I saw a
What?
post where it was like Goku was strumming the guitar while Bad
Yeah.
Romance was playing.
You can use
No.
any of the regular Fortnite skins in the mode, so you can bring
Alright,
all the cursed crossover characters in there.
Nah, fuck you. Let's talk about KAC.
All right, fine. We
All
can
right,
talk about how
alright,
stuffed it was
sure.
then.
Yeah.
How stuffed it was? Was it?
Yes, it
I
was super
unfortunately
stuffed.
I did not get to. Oh, Eris is gone.
It's fine. He's had some technical difficulties, but again, yes, Casey is very scuffed this
Yeah, he's
year.
really stuffed this year.
Very
So,
stuffed.
like-
I'll talk about the music in a bit. Let's talk about the tournament itself because I actually did not get to witness the tournament
Yeah.
itself.
I can just I'll give a quick overview. So obviously, other than all the other crap that happened from like the Western side of like the Western players not getting to go,
Yeah, I
separate
forgot
from
about that.
all that, like we can even leave that for another day or not talk about it at all. That all happened. I'm sure anyone who's watching this is on Twitter probably saw it because Chris for Life's tweet got like 1 million views, which is crazy. Like it got like so far outside of the rhythm game sphere. I don't know why.
Yeah.
About Chris, Hambones, and then I'm forgetting the other two players, but they all
Bonus,
got
Mark, and Nat 8.
Nat 8. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So they all couldn't go because of the restrictions on profiles and entries in KAC. There was basically no way for people outside of Japan to enter. Separate
But the
from
way
all
it was
that.
worded was the way it was worded was also like really suspicious and weird. Like
Yeah,
it was
I
really,
personally
really kind of not transparent.
It was also, I think, we don't have to get too far into this because I want to talk about the tournament itself. But I think from my perspective, it almost seemed like maybe an oversight is maybe the wrong way to put it. But this used to not be a problem because you used to be able to transfer your data between cards. So the US players would transfer their data to a JP account so that they could, they would transfer their JP data to an NA account so that they could enter in the correct region and not have this problem. They couldn't do that this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
why
that-
can't they do that?
that-
Who's responsible for that change?
that
Konami
service-
removed the feature earlier
yeah.
this year.
Yeah, back
The
in
other reason that this
January.
got so much, the other reason that this got so much traction outside of the rhythm game sphere is, to be honest, apart from like, for example, we could talk about a more obvious version of Konami being scumbags like Hideo Kojima and so
Yeah,
on. So like that's probably why I got so much traction.
definitely was part of
another
it. I
move
definitely
of
saw a lot
Konami
of-
as a company being really stupid.
Yeah, saw a lot of fuck Konami on Twitter that day. So, okay, so aside from all that, I was following, so a bunch of the, even despite them not getting to enter the tournament, a bunch of the NA, like DDR players, they went to Japan to go to KAC just to watch, including some of the people who couldn't enter.
Yeah, they pre-booked their flights in hopes
Yep,
that they're going to
that
qualify.
was the other scummy thing is
Well,
they got
because-
told that they couldn't compete within like 2 weeks of leaving, which is just
Well,
not
because like
cool.
the regulation, because at least by when they were qualifying, it was pretty set in stone that they were like, okay, I guess we got a spot. So
they were announced on the like finalists reveal stream. Like their names, their player names were read out loud, and they got disqualified after that. It's like you guys didn't want to like double check this before you read out the competitors' names on your stream. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
So aside from that, and I'll try to find some reference images for you to put up in the background. But I saw some tweets from those people who had went to the venue, which I think it was still at Big Site, the big event or the big space where Comic Head's held. That's where KAC is.
Yeah,
And there were it was like no stages. They were almost all of the events were held at floor level. And because of that,
Yeah,
they
I
also
saw
for
that.
some reason didn't have like a high up projector. So a ton of the
because they
people
had
in
a
the venue,
TV to the side.
yeah, so a ton of the people in the venue couldn't see the games being played because they were too far back.
Yeah,
I'd
Like,
say
what-
that's more because of the actual expo. So I've already researched this for the Rain Game Roundup, and I had to scrap most of the stuff, like 60% of all of my research, just to get the episode out. But about Amusement Expo, it was mainly for the music festival. It was mainly for the music festival where it had this one gigantic stage where people can get tickets to watch the music performances. And then KEC was just right there just because Konami just had to cram in KAC because they were scheduled outside of Japan
Yeah,
en-
just before it, right?
Entertainment Expo, JEPO, earlier this year. So they definitely have some space issues. Like I remember seeing some like screenshots or even from the live streams themselves of KAC that they were in the corner of the exhibition building,
Yeah, it
lined
looked
up
like
with
they had
all of the arcades and stuff, with all of the cabinets and stuff, and people were just sitting in chairs, and there's nothing for all of those people like right out and back to see them. So like I've had some Twitter posts saying that people would have to tune in into the YouTube live streams whilst they
Yeah.
were in the venue to watch the the actual tournament.
Yeah,
you
it
could
was
see
pretty.
it too. You could see it from people who were posting on Twitter. Like in the picture, you could see people in front of them on their phone because they couldn't see all the way to the front. And I was like, this is like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
People talk about how
unprepared they
like
had to be.
people talk about how like Casey is like a giant ad. And I mean it is a giant ad, but like that's not real great for advertising, is it? Not only does this like look bad outside of like just the event, just in terms of like how the event is set up, but also like how are people supposed to see what you're advertising if there's no stage? Like what? It's just
Yeah.
bizarre. Very weird.
But
It's,
let's
you ever heard
actually
of
talk
Hammond's
about.
razor? I just
But
got one
that-
for
hey,
that. Hammond's,
let's
Hammond's razor is when people do something bad, don't attribute it to malice. What could adequately be
yeah.
explain by stupidity. Yeah, I just
Oh,
feel
it's
like
definitely a
sheer just
stupidity
dumb.
moment for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Go ahead, enemy.
what?
Huh?
Nani?
you, what did he mean by
What?
that, chat?
We were talking about how it wasn't Konami didn't do it on purpose. They just like fucked up.
No, it was just no, and then he said just look at enemy, and I was like,
No, he said
I
he was
go
passing it to
ahead.
you.
I said go ahead. Go
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, because we're
Oh.
talking something.
sorry, I was trying to find, where is it? Before I look like an idiot, I'm just grabbing something up.
Had a little loading
sure.
screen on
Where
his
is
head.
Sound Voltex Twitter?
What's the loading
Oh,
screen?
okay.
Voltex, one word.
Oh
There
yeah,
it is. I got it. Never mind.
Speaking of that, the live stream where they had Sound Voltex, if I remember correctly, it was popping music as well, and then another Konami, like, is it a mahjong game? Like they had two mahjong game tournaments happening on
Oh,
the same
yeah.
live stream. That was private.
Oh yeah, I saw that because you can't watch. You couldn't watch the Voltex VOD, and I was trying to find the VOD of the 20 so I could rewatch it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny because they put it up and they were basically like, "Here's the reveal of the KAC winner," and then they had the link
it
and it's
was
like the video
privated.
was privated. I was like, "What the fuck, guys?"
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
if there was like an automated copyright claim or something, and like they couldn't post it.
They got
No, I-
copyright
yeah.
claimed by themselves.
By themselves?
Maybe.
I'm finna say,
The-
yeah. Like,
I mean, that happens.
Definitely happens.
It could have happened. Yeah, I mean, like
YouTube
YouTube's system is
could.
automated, so like it could definitely have happened.
No,
Okay,
I did
as
watch the
a-
live stream like afterwards, and then they released the live stream VOD as like the individual games themselves into the into their YouTube channel. So kind of annoying that you can't even see the live chat archives anymore.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Okay, let's talk about the real meat of this tournament, the actual KAC winners. We had a massive drop in terms of new songs that will be added. 7 new songs specifically from the KAC finalists. One of which being the grand winner was Blackie featuring Risa Yusiki and Akasha. Omedeto, Blackie, omedeto. This is
Finally
the
got
first
his
time
20.
we had it. This is the first time that we have had a this is the first time we have had a Blackie KAC winner since Max Burning. I think
Yep.
almost how many years ago?
Max Burning is like
The
from
internet?
Booth.
Yeah, so like how like
That would have probably been like
10 years ago.
literally KAC 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm wondering,
searching
like,
on Google and it
yeah.
says it was released back in 2014, 9 years ago.
So
Yeah.
almost 10 years ago, yeah. So this is the first time that Blackie is returning, and it feels weird because man, Max Burning is way different of a style than what Blackie has now.
I mean, that's
Especially
just
when he's done
that's
something
like
crazy with
like
Risa.
Max Burning is like exactly a Blackie song from that era. Like that's what all of Blackie's songs sounded like back then. Was they all sounded like
Aka-
Max Burning?
Yep. And then, of course, let me go over the other winners just really quickly before we start to talk about that. We also had a Kagetora. We have a Kagetora winner, as well as a, I think it was CK. I don't remember exactly how to say it. Wow, I butchered it probably. Oh well, whatever. Metomate is another one who has constantly won in a few of these contests as well. Kanone versus Nora 2R, which is quite a crazy matchup, to be honest.
That song is wild too.
Yeah, Overture.
Yeah.
Change the boring will. Kiafled, I think. Dang, I really should know how to pronounce.
Hard to pronounce name.
It's not my fault that they made the name confusing.
No, I'm with you. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
They also are pretty common in a lot of these things. They're also a BMS frequent as well. And then Yuke, which is actually kind of surprising.
Yes. So hype.
Yuke
By the
is
way,
very
just
hype.
as an aside, there will be more winners. They do it in 2 parts.
Of course, yeah. No, they do.
Yep.
It's just gonna take a while for them to.
Yeah, it's probably in like 2 or
if
3
And
months.
of course, we have we also have the Hexadiver sequel drop to look forward to, like for these winners, because at least the pattern so
Even
far.
though
has
it
always
seems
been-
like the finale, but it seems like they're also just going to be like, "Hi, it's the finale, but there's a second part of the finale."
yeah, which is gonna be part 2s of all these songs. So,
Yeah, I guess.
basically indirect sequels. But talking about Akasha real quick for Blackie. So this time the gimmick was negative ion, which in my opinion, honestly, the more we get further on in these gimmicks, they're getting funnier and funnier.
It's wacky.
It's wacky. It's pretty cool. I think Akasha is definitely, it's the Risa Yusuke and Blackie style, but it's somewhat different. There's something about it that hits different.
It's a little
it's
more,
a lot more grandiose.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact word I was going to use.
Which, granted, first of all, I know that Bimani has made it perfectly clear that most of the time the grand prize winner and the winners that they're picking are the ones that will draw the most attention. They really are just looking at big names. So, I mean, we could go on about how Blackie wrote it intending to be the winner, but we could also say that, like, this is kind of like a new evolution of this Blackie Risa Yuzuki combination.
Blackie's also been trying to get a 20. He's been trying to get a 20 for like ever. Like he's tweeted about like how he really wanted to get a 20.
Yeah, so now he has it.
Yep. Yeah, it was very emotional on Twitter.
He leaves Voltex. It's over.
Hey, I mean, if you were gonna leave, I mean, I don't think he will, but like now would be the time.
No, he won't.
He's about as established as you can get in Voltex. I mean, he's done everything.
Yeah, at this point, he probably has a song for every difficulty at this point.
He sounds. I mean, in some senses, like Blackie's sound is very Voltex, the old style and the new style. Like it's just that, like that kind of like that type of synth he uses. Like it's just very Voltex to me.
I would argue that that's what he's been working towards this whole time. Because if I'm not mistaken, Blackie is literally a Voltex player.
Yes, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like a lot of the artists are like also good players. Like I want to say I used to know off of hand, but like there's quite a few Bimani artists that are like Kaiden in 2DX.
Yeah.
Like they're good.
Yeah. There's a few other anyway, but that was most of pretty much this update. So Demior gear is coming out eventually. Actually it's already out.
It's out, yeah.
And then what is it? Hexadiver has new stuff. Hexa Blaster, Hexa Continue,
like
Hexa Overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
Which unfortunately is coming way too late.
Oh my god, dude, it's way too late. It's like
as
someone who can't play at a machine regularly, like I can't clear Hexadivers basically. Like I don't have enough time to clear them. And now what sucks is, I mean, I'm glad that they did add it because you have to have every Hexadiver cleared to do the 10th one.
Right.
So thank God at least they added something. But now I have to go clear 9 of them. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so much. Also, while we're still talking really quickly before we go off of Akasha too far, this is the first time, at least in the Hexadiver, when you play it in Hexadiver, it plays the same exact effects as the KC reveal, including removing
the
your
reveal
score,
trailer.
including removing your score and your meter, which it's never done before.
Yep, as well as it also includes the first time you're unlocking it, it plays the opening cinematic.
It plays play the animation too,
which
is very
personally
cool.
I think Very nice touch. Very nice.
Yeah, they should have been doing that for ages. I mean, those unlock animations are like the being one and done. It's just kind of silly, especially because you do still unlock them in game. It's not like they're not unlocked. It's not like you get them for free. Like you may as well play the cool animation. I mean, you probably spend a bunch of money making it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then also, I should also mention before we get off of Voltex, because I do want to move on to the next thing, is Voltex. What is it? eCloud Voltex got volume 21 of its added songs, which includes Heaven's Rain, Apocalypse Array, Shark Impact, as well as a few other songs that are also pretty modern, to be honest. Fly Far Bounce is in here. Trying to think of First Step is in here, funny enough.
It has Mary Bad End and the Rough Scream song.
Yeah, there's also I'm really excited about Shark Impact, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, that song is great. I've already played it like many times since I bought the pack.
Let's Bounce is in here, as well as a few other things. Lunatic Rough Party, which is funny.
That song is so old. I was streaming the pack release and I scrolled over Lunatic Rough Party and I was like, wow, this got like to see it not only in EA Cloud but just like in Pack 21. It's like next to like the most modern Voltex has to offer is like these old Vivid Wave charts, or not Vivid Wave, Infinite Infection charts that are like ancient. Like they are old. Like they top out at 15 and they don't have a fourth chart. Like they're so old.
Yeah, and then you have something like Heaven's Rain.
Yeah, which oh god, it's so dense.
It's so dense, but Heaven's Rain is so cool. Anyway,
everyone likes Heaven's Rain better. I like Apocalypse Rain better. Is it just me?
I'm not like other.
I don't think it's about liking it better.
I like
both of them. Yeah. I think it's I kind of like Heaven's Rain mostly because the energy as a music artist, the energy of Mori Mori Atsushi has always been sky high. I would argue that it's like how I feel about Aoi's music as well, like bass Aoi. Like there's something about that energy. Like I think I've made the comparison that it's like if Camellia is crack, then like Aoi or like Mori Mori Atsushi is morphine.
I guess I can see the comparison.
It's just one is Camellia is sustained throughout the entire song. Aoi and like Mori Mori like punch you at one specific moment, and it just keeps going after that. It's interesting because it's like it shows a different style. Because Camellia is really good at keeping his songs like energetic in all sorts of ways throughout. Yeah, max power, pretty much a consistent max power. While Heaven's Rain, like Heaven's Rain's conclusion, as well as like its second half, is like leagues above what its intro is. Like you get to the end of the song and you're like, wow, that took us only 2 minutes and we got like to stratospheric heights. Mm-hmm. So I hope the audience as well as other people kind of get what I'm getting at here. But
yeah, it's like you're talking about development, right? The energy that you have over time.
Pretty much. It's exponential.
I definitely buy it.
Camellia's is very linear, while the others are very exponential, which there's nothing wrong with either of those. I'm just going, that's styles. How I notice it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, so what else is there? Let's talk about...
I'm gonna bring up Fortnite. Don't let me do it. If you got something else to delay it.
Keep him talking, enemy. Keep him talking.
He's gonna have an allergic reaction if we talk about Fortnite.
Hold on. Stop. We've gotten new tweets from Maimai officially announcing the TG Hangnil Chiho.
Wait, just now?
Now, like 10 minutes ago. Here,
breaking news.
That is just now.
Literally,
I was about to say, still counts. Yes. Definitely still counts.
So it reveals Moonbase, Apollo, and then Raputa.
Raputa is also officially on YouTube now.
Oh, yes, I have been watching the MV actually, and oh my god, this is literally Sega saying. It's literally Sega saying, "Hey, we've seen what you've done with Archaea with World Ender, right? Can we have our own version?"
Pretty much. I also
that ARG was crazy.
Yeah, that ARG is crazy as well.
It's really crazy to see an arcade game do an ARG, because I feel like that's been kind of reserved for like the mobile space in terms of like who does it.
The last time Maimai did something like this was, and it sets off a lot of people's alarm bells. Is the last time they did this was Pandora Box.
Yeah, Pandora Box, and I think it was all accidental as well because at back then I was still seriously playing Maimai as well, but people are pretty much just guessing on how to unlock the Pandora Box songs other than just simply by looking at the songs that they're releasing, like, oh hey, here's the Topazolite song. Can we try and guess, just brute force what's the unlock requirements are? And thankfully it was done pretty quickly and the information was spread out. But this time Sega actually arranged its ARG as far back as May. Yeah, the Project Raputa Twitter account was made back in May 2023. So this was planned for so long, and some people have been theorizing that this was alongside Onoken announcing his identity as Altri, but that's a whole different kind of worms. So
by the way, I have to.
Okay.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, Project Raputa. I have to interrupt because also Chunithm in 10 minutes ago just announced episode 1's lineup, which includes Yunosuke, Iosis.
Wait, what?
Yunosuke, an Iosis artist that I don't know the name of. There's another artist that I don't know the name of, sadly. Higma, and then Seiyura.
Seiyura, wow. Okay, it's been a while since you've got an arcade reading game song from Seiyura. Holy.
Big day for Chunimai.
So
Sega fans on top.
Man, that's wild.
So sorry, it's Yunosuke, Yuya Kobayashi, Foxy, featuring Wakabayashi, Higma featuring Hotoke, and then Seiyura.
Guess
so
the Fox Girl song.
So anyway, so Sega just announced that 10 minutes ago as we were recording this. I also want to take the time let's jump over to Sega really quick because we already talked about Project Raputa, which was basically including 2 14 pluses as well as
a 13 plus, I assume, which
Ozma,
is
well, there's a bunch of songs from Sasakura UK and TJ Hangnail, which include they include the first one being Ozma. Well, Ozma, which is an old BMS song, actually.
Such a good song.
It's a good ass song, but dang, it's been a long time coming for this to be added into a rhythm game at all.
When was Ozma even out, though?
Isn't it in something?
It's both for 2017, I assume.
Yes, 2017 or 2016.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, because 2018 was G2R. Ozma was 3rd place.
Yep.
Actually.
And then after that, for my mind, there was the long awaited, and I don't know why it wasn't in my mind originally, because it's been in Shuni for so long. Kamui is finally in the game. And as per tradition,
wasn't already in my
it was not already in my mind.
That's shocking.
Yeah, it was in Chuni for a long ass time, and we're talking like Chuni Plus or Chuni Star, I think, or Chuni Air. One of the two, or one of those 3 that I listed. But in traditional fashion, as far as I know, I think I remember some rhythm game players says it is tradition for Kamui's chart to be absolutely dog shit with wherever it goes.
Oh no, don't put it that way. It has an old school charm. Can we be nice?
No, the song is it's not the song I'm talking about. It's like I think people get the chart intentionally.
The charting style, I mean, the charting style it's wink wink old school charm. Like it harkens back to another.
That's like saying you need a
Chunithm
required
chart for
taste for it.
Kamui is fine.
The Chuni chart is interesting.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
right.
interesting. Yes.
Actually, I remember playing it for the first time, and like maybe when I got to like the 3 rhythms going at once at the very end, I was kind of like, this kind of sucks. Except now, now that I'm in
you're
Rainbow,
right. That part's kind of hard.
That part kind of sucks. And then I'm at Rainbow, and I'm like, this isn't terrible. But yeah. Anyway, Kamui got in there, and that also has a perfect challenge. I think it's a 14, and it has 1 perfect challenge.
Does that literally mean you have to PFC it?
Yes, because for the first week, and we've only been gone through this for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
So each week it goes from 1 HP, 10, 50, 100, 300.
Yeah.
I see.
So
Is the HP each one is like non-perfect?
One is literally below perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very like Chinen does stuff like that with the courses. Okay.
Yeah. So after that, the next perfect challenge after that is Apollo, a long-awaited Ongeki port.
Banger
While
song.
also being banger song. The My chart, in my opinion, looks hella fun. Like really good for a 14 plus. It's hard, but it's fun. I think I see a lot of also like Temptation crossovers too. Just saying.
A lot of wacky sliders as well.
yeah.
Also, I just realized their MV for teasing the project Raputa Chiho only features Raputa as the MV. So Apollo uses the original TG Hangnil BGA. I don't
from
think
the YouTube channel.
Moonbase has a BGA yet, but Moonbase was actually pretty instrumental throughout the entire ARG. Not only because it's only a part of the puzzle, but okay, can we talk about the puzzle?
Hold on, we will in just a second. I've been trying to get through the song list really quick. So after that, you have to do Apollo, and that is also a perfect challenge where you also have only one life. And then after you do Apollo, you get to the insane 14.8 or 14.9, I think, that is Raputa, which is also a all-perfect challenge, which even players like Yoshi and Takadun struggle to unlock. I think Yoshi had to spend about a good 2.5 to 3 hours, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Unlock, or at least trying to perfect it. And even then, his accuracy was like, even then he struggled at the very end. So this was truly something special in terms of a Chiho. I digress. And then there's also a video uploaded on Sasuke UK's YouTube channel of him playing with the update and summoning when he did a summoning ritual to summon a person to play with him.
Oh, Karameru, yeah.
Yeah, he summoned Karameru. He summoned Karameru, and that was pretty funny to me.
I mean, it's actually good because Karameru is a decent Maimai player. Well, I mean decent. He's actually really good. It's like 15. It's almost rainbow rating.
I was about to say he got his ass handed to him on Kamui, but yeah.
I like to think it's because he hasn't even heard of Kamui yet, or it's just completely gobsmacked with the chart.
Yep. Anyway, so now we need to talk about the puzzle, because this Chiho was very interesting in terms of ARG, which was something that we haven't seen since I talked about it. We haven't seen something like this since Pandora Box, and ARGs usually have only been a mobile rhythm game thing for a while. Anyway, so I'm gonna let Michi take it away because Michi actually has a cab.
Near. I was gonna say the one person in here that can actually play it.
Yeah. Hey, just want to cheat by pausing real quick and tell everybody that we originally were talking in this section about the ARGs for both Maimai and Vivista, but when we were doing our Rhythm Game Roundup episode, we being me and Michiko of course, we realized that the coverage there was of a much higher quality than what was covered in this episode. So everybody do yourselves a flavor, go check out the Rhythm Game Roundup linked below, and we're just gonna resume like filthy Beat Saber players.
All right, well, we should probably move on from this. I think we've delved into this, at least.
Yeah.
How long did it take for this to get solved?
It
was like
There's
one
a
day,
gazillion
wasn't it?
people doing it. Yeah.
It's one day. I'd say it's about 8 hours.
That's crazy.
It's just
I would have
the brain
expected this to
power
take at least
of
a
all
couple
people.
days. This is insane.
I was gonna say, do you have any thoughts for someone who has played the Archaea? You want to say anything?
The Archaea ARG?
I mean, the Archaea ARG isn't well.
ARGea.
I haven't really ARGA.
Were you?
Archaea.
I'd say Archaea is more so just a player-based brute forcing certain requirements. So
It's actually true.
Yeah, it's just us brute forcing the unlock requirements, just like what Sega prompted players on Pandora Box as well.
This is way cooler than that.
This is way cooler.
Yeah, this is much more
there's actual direction.
No shade to the Archaea ARG. The Archaea ARG is good for what it is. For where it is.
I made a little
listen,
shade.
I gotta be
Spicy takes.
all right. Then I'm gonna let you say that, Shane, because
Yeah, I mean, I am working on a video about it. So
maybe
yeah,
today-
I mean, I don't
today-
look. I don't want to. I think ARGs and rhythm games are like really cool. I actually want to ask Michiko about the
It's
Vivid
my turn
Stasis
for a hot
one.
take.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
could
ask
actually
you about
transition
the
that to the
one
Vivid Stasis
after
ARG now.
But
Eventually, yeah. Raputa is already unlocked. People have already found it, and finally on Monday, right now, Sega decided to announce the entire ARG lineup. So that's that. That is one of the best arcade ARGs we've ever seen ever. And then now let's transition to Vivid Stasis with its Astellion Final Landing ARG.
I was gonna say I
is-
had actually a pretty a cool idea for like a rhythm game ARG or like ARG type thing / like it was basically kind of like an April Fool's thing, but it also could be an ARG thing. Allow me to pitch
Goofy chart.
allow me to pitch my idea. Please, if it would please the Shark Tank of rhythm games.
You're gonna have to ask for royalties.
yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
literally
need the
Benjamin
exact
Shapiro,
amount you're
by the way.
selling
You
on
slipped
this.
into Benjamin Shapiro for this.
Yeah, we're gonna consider how much equity we're gonna give you.
Well,
Here we go.
theoretically, let's
Get
say
ready.
that's
I'm just gonna bring to
ARG.
my rhythm game.
And now for the the opening phrase you've been waiting for. Here we go. Hold on, breathing out. Let's say hypothetically. Let's say hypothetically that we have an update coming out, and it is just a perfectly like normal. It seems like a perfectly normal update. There seems to be just this regular song that could be related to an artist. Like for example, let's just say I'm going to use some example artists for like Vision. Frums. It's a really simple. It's like actually, what would be funny if it's Nor specifically.
Good song choice.
It's Nor, which sometimes sounds horrifying.
I thought it spelled snore.
It's not snore.
Let us know in the comments below, chat.
Yeah, let us know how you pronounce exclusive not or.
Yeah. I would have said exclusive not in triplicate, but who am I?
Anyway, so imagine it's an update that as you dig deeper into it, like as you play the song, there's like a hidden mechanic, at least for the song, where if you can get it, then the game will start breaking apart. You've just entered a rhythm game horror update. At least in the way of the song can be corrupted. The song can be corrupted, like there would be different like hidden songs now on top of this like one song that you've had that's like glitching out and is corrupting the game and giving
Why
a bit
didn't
of
you just
a
pick
horror
Mope
element
for
to it.
this?
No. Well,
Mope, Ben
too obvious.
Too obvious.
Too obvious.
Too obvious.
Is
I
Luke
was
like
like,
the
well,
resident
Mope-
horror
I mean,
song
this
maker?
sounds very Archaea, to be fair.
No. Well, I wasn't thinking of Archaea actually. I was inspired by something else. But essentially you would get to like hidden. No, actually, you would get to more hidden songs, for example, and like one of the hidden songs could be like DJ Miosuke, but like in a harsh noise area, but it's like horror. So like
just makes
something that
harsh
sounds
noise,
like
actually, you could probably just pull one of his songs from the whatever the fuck album.
Joe
he just
Fight
released.
would not work.
Joe Fight, yeah.
Joe Fight would not work.
Oh shit,
It
it's
has
Joe
to-
Fight like 3 layers deep into this song.
I was just saying, like, it has to be legitimately a song that can be unsettling, terrifying, can jump scare, and then the charting would also be jump scare. This is why I was also going like, this would be funny as an April Fool's update because you change the genre of your rhythm game. But then,
Definitely.
what was I gonna say? What I was inspired though is how many of you know ROM hacks?
Yeah, hi.
I do know
Rob
them.
Hacks?
I mean, duh.
Yeah.
A lot of you know ROM hacks.
I feel
Do you
like
all
everybody
know the
else
extreme?
knows.
Do you all know the extremely famous Mario ROM hack Coronation Day?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I think I've heard of it.
Like the
I
it's
wouldn't
the
say that
horror.
that's
It's
extremely
basically-
famous.
It's not extremely famous, but it's a cult classic. It's
It's a good one.
it's really good.
It's
Anyway,
it's
one of those-
no Sonic EXE, but I mean, I think some people know what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking of Sonic EXE when you're talking about ROM hacks.
Oh, what the fuck? You filthy casuals! I hate you.
You want general appeal?
Are
That's
you
much more
gatekeeping
general
ROM
appeal.
hacks?
Have you? If you play Coronation, except Coronation Day
So
is
many
like
more
an
people
ARG
know
inside of
Sonic
it.
EXE.
Anyway, go look at Coronation. If you haven't, for those of you, this isn't rhythm game related, but if you haven't, go check out the Mario ROM hacks community, as well as like, for example, Coronation Day,
Yeah.
or known as that entire Coronation Day has to be one of the most masterful like horror ROM hacks I think I've ever seen. But like, anyway, it gave me inspiration where I was like, man, manipulating a rhythm game to have like some sort of horror glitchy elements where the game intentionally bugs itself out and gets like, but like freakier and freakier. Archaea is
kinda
more so
feel-
for the sake of anomaly. I want
Yeah.
it more so for the sake of the unknown to terrify you.
I actually
Like-
kind of thought that Figros' most recent chapter actually had some elements sort of like that. Like
chapter,
when you get
chapter
to
8?
3, 2, 1, is it destruction? Is that what's in there?
3, 2,
Yeah,
1
destruction 3, 2, 1.
Dude, when it breaks and your game crashes, that is like awesome. And that was like really unsettling because the visual effects kept getting worse and worse. And then eventually
was
the game
actually-
just crashes.
Kind of same thing with like Spasmodic too. That error screen
Yeah,
is kind of
yeah.
scary.
It's pretty unsettling, I would say. And then obviously you have to go back and like go a different route. And like I feel like that's sort of obviously you're looking at it more of like you'd go for a more horror element. But like
I also like to
I don't
think
know.
of
I find a lot of these like ARG type of either like unlock systems or like with Figros, like the chapter progression, like they lean a little bit into that unsettling aspect. The whole I mean, I would say that Archaea probably popularized the glitchy unlock, for
I
lack
guess,
of better
yeah.
phrase.
yeah. The
Not that it's a bad
anomaly,
thing.
as
I
we call
kind
it.
of like it, honestly. I'm kind of a sucker
Yeah, we
for
all
it,
do.
but
I was
but,
gonna say
I definitely see like a glitchy like transition to another unlock, and I'm like, it's the Archaea thing.
I like to imagine that for Retribution, you know how in Retribution you can die and it's basically like a red flash on the screen and then you're basically
Yeah.
dead and then you go back. I like to imagine that it's me like it's me as the Markiplier meme literally running up and then just socking the camera. Like
Yeah.
as you get to that point. So basically, yeah, there's a bunch of horror elements. Like that's like
yeah.
Figros kind of leans into it. I would love an update where the game just suddenly fucking changes genres for like an update. And so now it's glitchy and it includes artists that are typically unsettling, like secret songs that are typically made by artists that are unsettling in terms of their sound design. So that would be
Joe
like
Fly.
I'm gonna go find all of the
like
BMS.
hardcore, yeah, like harsh noise era DJ Myosuke, because he's actually kind of dipping out of that
Did,
era now. He's kind of going into other songs. From
Did any of you guys
uh,
play? Did any of you guys from from BOF this year? Did any of you guys play? I think it's called Run. I want to say it was made by
Seen
AZ3. I think.
Run is interesting.
Yeah, it's like a hardcore song, and it's themed around being chased in like the back rooms by a monster. And it's so good. It's the
is
video
good,
is
yeah.
amazing, and the chart has like stops and starts and like speed ups when the monster's like chasing the camera, and like the
Yeah.
scream key sound is on the turntable. And like
Mhm.
it's freaky. Like at the end it slows down before like the last jump scare in the
Oh,
BGA.
that's cool.
Like you need
That's
you
awesome.
need like all the stuff. If you're gonna do something like this, you'd need like all the stuff like that.
Yeah,
was it
but I was
called?
gonna say like the
Horror
artist
themed
I had in mind.
BGA.
The artist I had in mind for this theoretical update would be, I think I said Frums, I said DJ Myosuke. I also think that another dream artist would probably be Leaf. Would be really cool to have something for this.
You need Leaf.
Leaf is like a
Leaf?
resident horror artist.
Leaf, and then I'm also thinking of I lost it. Honestly, if you wanted like a big name in terms of like horror or something like that, there's two big names that I could think of that would be really good for it, and that would be like Rough Sketch and then also like Kobario. Would be interesting, like more grounded picks, but I digress. That's just kind of like my idea for a corrupted, glitchy horror thing. And so I am always obsessed with like, especially, or at least 16-bit, 32 or 16-bit and 8-bit games like Mario, but having this corruption glitchy horror element to it. I love corruption glitch horror. I think it's actually like it can serve as a cool meta narrative, and then it can also serve as just this. It's a different kind of terrifying horror. It's interesting.
Well, we're still on the
opposed to,
subject
like,
of ARGs. I actually
if
want
I
to
can-
ask
Yeah,
you
yeah.
quickly about
Anyway,
Raputa
that would be
really
my
quick
idea
before
for
we
an
move.
ARG update.
If
I
anyone
wanted
has,
to ask Michiko something about Raputa. Does this stay locked, or does this like get given out, or like does I assume that players don't need to recreate the unlock conditions, do they?
No.
I
Like-
still have. I still have.
Well, we
I
are
still
not
have
sure. It's
n-
too early.
Yeah, we're not sure because this is the first
Let's
time
find
that
out.
Sega has that Sega just literally announced this, and the servers had been turned on right now. Well, 2 hours ago exactly. So I'm not really that certain if it's unlocked normally, but if people are going to be unlocking and using all the methods and such, it's already out there. It's already
Right,
out there
right.
on Twitter. It's already in internet. And
Yeah,
I
it
would
is.
assume that it's going to be relaxed like per week. I assume.
Yeah.
Also,
Because
if
it
I
is-
Okay, good.
if I may interject with the entire concept of what enemy has described, may I turn your attention to Cyrus choose
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was the
yeah,
2.0
wait, wait.
ending.
the Neko hack.
Yeah.
Oh, the Azer hack. Yes.
We're going,
the
we're
update
going
that
back to
shook the
nostalgia
rhythm game.
era.
The update that shook the rhythm game mobile world.
That is literally what you're describing.
That's
AC had
good.
literally hacking
know
the live
Cyrus, yeah.
stream of Neko, and then all of the song packs just became Neko, and then you're prompted to play Chaos. That's
Yeah,
what you're
it's not-
describing there.
Yeah, it's
It
not
wasn't
really
super
horror
horror, it was
though. It
unsettling,
wasn't
yeah.
horror, but it was definitely something that was unsettling. You want to talk about something that was actually unsettling was the end of, I think, 3.0, where you can actually just not tap the note and just let everyone die. And so then the menu screen literally becomes Vanessa out of the screen is the only pack that is lit up.
It's the bad.
It's the
ending
only
yeah,
pack that's lit up,
is
and
destroyed.
everything else is
is
dead.
rotten.
Everything
I
else
mean,
is
that-
rotted and like exposed from like a nuclear explosion. Like that's basically what it is. That to me is something that's like somber but unsettling. So like getting closer, but not quite what I'm imagining. But it's
Also,
like
that's the
we're on-
canonical ending.
Oh, we are
people have
not
said
gonna
that
get
it
into
might not
that.
be. There's
I
don't
debate
know.
on that.
I was about to say, yeah, I actually know Citus. I don't buy that. I know people say that, but I don't buy that.
I know people say it's the
Nothing-
canonical ending. That's yeah.
Nothing beyond 3.0 exists.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Beyond 3.0 is an
I'm happy-
alternate
no.
timeline.
No,
I
I
do not
personally
see-
no. You want to know what's canonical? You beat 3.0. Everyone lives, and then after 3.0, just stop playing. That's canonical.
Okay, yeah,
There is
yeah,
no
that-
story
that-
beyond 3.0.
3.0 is
Graph
just
J.
after 3.0 is just well, yeah. There's Graph J, very cool dude. Kind of sad
I
that the
love Graph
director
J.
of Sidus 2 at that time had already left, so that's his only remnant left on the game.
Yeah.
But afterwards of the story is just describing the activities of the architect robots from Sidus 1 being activated again.
It's an entire
post
separate
3.0.
narrative now. It's just like yeah.
It's
And
just
then-
like
I think
desperately
it's
trying to link to
weird.
Sidus 1.
Yeah, they're
I
trying to
actually
link
like
back to
Sidus
Sidus 1.
lore.
Well, it's because there was
then-
so much. Hold on, it's because there was so much hype at the beginning of Sidus 2 of like, oh, how are they going to link to Sidus 2? And at first
'Cause it
it
was
started with,
literally-
there's a robot named Vanessa.
I was about
And
to
then
say
everybody was
Vanessa.
like-
Yeah, it was literally like, how is this still Vanessa?
Except the problem is then we got into Vanessa and then we're like, oh, this is not the Vanessa from Sidus 1. This is just a robot that happens to be named Vanessa. And then there's the architect robots, which happen to be linked to Sidus 1, but there's no
my
Vanessa, like there's no original Vanessa in sight. In other
Okay.
words, the entire audience for Sidus 1 was lied to throughout the entirety
Okay.
of Sidus 2.
As someone
I
who
think-
is, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring Kingdom Hearts into this. As someone who's a Kingdom Hearts
No,
fan,
do not.
I can't believe, like, I don't know anything about Sidus 2's lore, but you saying
Zenemy.
it's not actually Vanessa,
No.
it's just someone named Vanessa. Like that awoke something in me. Like I've heard this before.
Is
Like,
this a
also-
Kingdom Hearts reference?
You mean Zem?
Not
no,
only
yeah, sorry.
that,
Ansem
Ansem
is the villain, but actually he's not Ansem, and also
Well,
the
it's
regular
the difference
Ansem guy,
between
he's
Secret
actually not the
Darkness.
villain.
I mean,
It's god damn
what are we
it.
talking about,
Yeah, it's
Master
actually
Masters?
Xehanort, but he's just using
Yeah.
Ansem's name. Dude, I'm
Bro, I
I
love
think
don't know if
Wait,
I'm
wait,
reading the
wait.
Sidus story anytime soon.
Wait a minute. Which one of you is Xehanort? Yes.
Yeah, all 13 of us. Oh
They
god.
have aspects
Yeah, that
of
awoke something in me.
Anyway, it's
Okay,
I don't know what to
So
tell
we're
you.
still on the
Ivy is just
topic
Xehanort.
because I want to mention this because I think Eris and I are on the same side on this, so I want to mention it while we're talking about it still.
Okay.
Because I compulsively read Twitter while I'm doing anything, so I have been reading Twitter during this, and I saw Eris tweet about ARG unlocking conditions, And
you already caught me on that. You got me, bro. Go ahead.
I liked your tweet. I agree with you.
Oh,
I agree with you.
yay.
This is
Wait,
how
what's
I,
the
this
tweet?
is.
Hold
I mean,
on.
I don't want to like get too far back into it, so I won't go too far into it. But like ARG stuff during like when the whole group of people is involved, like I mean, that's when ARGs are the best. Is when everyone is trying to solve them at the same time. I mean, Michiko and I have done ARGs for Vivid Stasis, and they're very fun
That's
when
why-
everyone's in the chat.
Yeah, that's why Michi and I talked about what is it? Michiko and I talked about literally when it was Archaea 4.0, it's like one of those things where it's like you had to be there. Like you had to be
Yes.
there when it happened.
That's why
Like-
I don't like Final Verdict sometimes, because
Yeah,
some of
exactly.
those unlock conditions are so vague and there's no hints in the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a wiki. That's dumb. give me
Yeah,
better
honestly.
hints in the game. Either give me better
Review
hints
wiki,
in the
my
game.
beloved.
Now that the ARG is done, right? I'm not working with the power of a whole Discord of people. I'm
The
in
power
the
of
chat.
friendship.
Yeah, I don't have that
You have
anymore,
the
right?
power of
So I'm
friendship.
dealing with I've been playing the rhythm game for 2 hours, and there's maybe 10 people in my chat, and I'm like, how am I supposed to know what to do? Like the
I
answer
had to
is
be
you
handheld
look
to
at the
get through
wiki.
everything, too.
You look at the wiki now, because that's what you do. That's what you do for all of Archaea's unlocks now. You just look
Yeah,
at the wiki.
I had people.
If you're
I had people in the
not
Discord
there
walking through.
on the first day, then it's just a bunch of obscure unlock conditions that just don't really do anything except make you go read the wiki.
Yeah, pretty
Making
much.
me
Is
out
this
of
a
the
hot
game.
take? I think this is not a hot take.
No, I
It's-
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
it's
it's
a
not a
white
hot
thing.
take. I completely agree.
that was
with
why-
sentiment.
Right. That was why Michiko. That was why I asked you if they relaxed the, and I think they will. I mean, if we could talk about a similar recent case with Ho in DDR, they started relaxing the unlock conditions over time, and I'd imagine that Maimai will do the same thing.
They relaxed
Archaea
it over
hasn't
time
done
for
that.
Pandora Box, right?
Maimai's unlock conditions in general weren't that bad though. The only problem was just the
Right.
perfect challenges. But even then, like the perfect challenges were never a problem because they were pretty simple and you could do it on lower difficulties as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you
When
can
you
do
did it on
lower
lower difficulty,
difficulties.
would it unlock the higher one?
No.
Okay, I figured.
Which granted is just like sound Voltex, so I mean there's no
Yeah,
complaining
Voltex
there.
has that with Hexadiver. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think pretty
Or
much
at least-
every game does that. That's not really like a novel thing. Most of the comment I was
Granted,
just
we
trying to
saw-
make.
We saw an improvement from at least from Severed Eden / Lasting Eden.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Um,
sure. That stuff actually
saw an
wasn't
improvement.
bad. That stuff wasn't bad. I actually think in hindsight, so I did that one on stream, and I did have a little help from my chat. But actually, in hindsight, I think you could solve all of that except for maybe one of the hints. One of them was like really vague.
Are you talking
like
about the
I
tech-
got
are you
it was
talking
the
about the
one I got
Technicolor?
by it was the one I got by accident where your score
Yeah,
needs
you're
to your
talking about the
combo
one-
or your it was like your combo or your score needs to end in 7 or something like that.
It
No,
randomizes.
it needs to be a specific number, but it's whatever the specific number that you were getting to. It matches. It matches with the corresponding letter out of 27 of them.
Right.
For
Sorry.
whatever
Okay,
the
yeah, I got that one by
time is,
accident. I
yeah.
think that one would have been like a little hard to figure out, but like the other ones, I think I pretty much did figure out. Like that one felt better because I actually could figure it out by like messing around in the game. Whereas if you go back to something like Final Verdict, if you don't know how to solve the clues, you have to go to the wiki. If you go to something like all the way back with like Grievous Lady or Fracture Rate, if you don't know how to activate the anomaly, you have to go to the wiki. If you are doing,
Yeah.
Did Black Fate have anything like that? Not yeah, it did actually with
Black
the Tempest
I
unlock.
mean,
Really, not as bad.
Yeah,
I
not
actually
as
don't
bad.
have that many problems with the. I mean, figuring out what to do for the Tempest unlock is like a little tricky, but at least when you.
Tempestissimo is also just this looming wall. It's
That's
really
not what I'm
fucking
talking about though,
annoying.
because at least with Tempest, when you complete the unlock requirements, you get the song instantly. You don't have to clear the anomaly to get it. Which is
sort
great.
of. No, you do sort of have
You have to clear the anomaly
because you have a-
to advance the story, but you do not need to clear the anomaly to unlock the song.
Because
Oh,
the
yeah,
percentage will pity these
you
fans,
still
or you can
well.
pity players.
Oh wait.
You can pity
No, it's
No,
not
wait,
like
wait.
the-
Never mind.
Tempest
I'm
doesn't
thinking of
use-
something.
Tempest
Yeah, you
does
know what
not use the percentage system at all.
No, you know what I'm
You-
thinking of? I'm thinking of unlocking the beyond difficulty. That one you actually have to beat your head against a wall.
You
Like-
have to clear the anomaly.
You have to do the
Yeah,
you have to do
have
the
to.
anomaly from future to beyond
On
to unlock
future
the
up.
beyond difficulty.
Mhm.
Oh, there's not a. Oh yeah, because I guess there's not beyond difficulties for the
Yeah,
for,
and you have
trigger it
to.
on future.
Okay, that's all right. Cool. Opening my document to add that to the video.
You have to, and
Guys,
Jack,
appreciate it.
Jack, should I also mention that you have to do it with the bleed gauge?
Oh, I know you have to do it
Alright.
with the bleed gauge because I couldn't even do it on present.
So
I
you
had
just
to
have to
go
do
to
the
past
future.
present. to
You do the
it again on
future. What is it? You do the future chart, and
Yeah,
then
future
in the
brings you
middle
to
of
the,
it, it switches to the
yeah,
beyond.
Yeah.
Something tells me your
so-
video's gonna get traction, and it's gonna be funny.
So
Like,
okay, like
video.
I'm being first of all, hey, since this is coming out on the podcast first, I am being careful about to be like as thorough as I can in my criticism. Like
Well,
it's not like I hate Archaea. I play it. I like it. But
let's put
Yeah,
this
we
into
can
perspective.
criticize things we enjoy.
And this is like, and this is coming from all of us on this podcast. At least everybody, at the very least, enjoys Archaea in some way, shape, or fashion.
it's good.
Everybody
The
enjoys the
gameplay
game.
is
It's a
so
good
good.
game.
I used to
A
be
good
like
game.
a very
The
intense
music is
player.
good. There's no shade. No, I was gonna say there's no shade to Archaea. But Jack's video, when this comes out, I want to point out, is going to be probably, as far as I know, the first video that will be critical of Archaea in an actually, like, specific way. And it's not going to be, oh, I hate Assuasion charts or something like that. It is literally going to be, here's something game design-wise that I actually think is not that good. And it's going to be interesting
I just
to see
played
what
through
the
the
audience's
whole-
reaction to that is.
Anyone who follows me on Twitter will have seen the insane rant I went on for like a week while I was progressing the story system, and I was like, "Hello." Like I got to the Tempest anomaly, and I was like, "Who designed this? Are you okay?"
I guess,
like
let's put it
to
this way,
force
it's
someone
one of
to
those
sight read a sight read a future or beyond chart on that bleed gauge is actually insane.
Yeah,
I think it's
it is.
I think
It
what's
is.
really interesting to me is, again, I'm just gonna add up, like, you've been saying that you make it, like, you are making this video, and then it really put into perspective, yeah, there really has not been any sort of critical analysis of Archaea. And I'm talking like, the only one I can think of is like Tokaku. The only one I can think of is Tokaku's video on Archaea, which is really, really old and outdated at this point.
Yeah, and her most recent video on it was just playing through the story content. But also, like,
pretty much.
I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't say that a game like Archaea screams for analysis or anything like that. Most of what I'm going to be talking about is like, this is why like I said, this is why I was asking about unlock relaxing, because Archaea, as far as I know, has never done that on any of their major unlocks.
They changed Archive. That's about it.
What did they? What did they change?
They changed Archive.
They changed Archive. They changed 1F1 E33 as well, so you wouldn't need to access Lowe's World to get the code for it.
You wouldn't have to go to a fucking website to get the...
That's I like that. We love to hear it.
I mean,
yeah.
So can you imagine if like a website server went down? Like I literally imagined that. I was like, that means that literally anybody that if the website got taken down for whatever reason, that means nobody can unlock the song. Like,
also, I think they're doing that just to prepare for the Switch port as well. So
right,
they're trying to internalize everything.
What did they change for Archive again?
Yeah, what did they change to Archive?
It was the world mode map was altered. Let me triple check how.
I think it was altered for it to be less of a fucking pain, but I don't.
Yeah, none of the. I'm gonna, since I'm being negative, I will be positive where I can, and I will say that in the story progression, none of the world mode maps were really long. Like they fixed those at least. Like all the ones that I needed a character from, I could clear in one day. Because they've put them in the legacy mode, they've made them shorter. Like those were fine. Like I didn't actually get held up by world mode at all.
Basically, to put it all into perspective, there has never been really an analysis of Archaea by game design choices. It's always been an analysis of charts and songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it very clear. I can't do that. I'm an 11 potential scrub. I don't know what's a good chart. I'm bad.
No, like, it's not that. Well, it's actually
no.
You know,
I'm just saying, like, that's not what I'll be going for.
in my honest opinion, and this is a hot take, I personally think skill issue to a lot of the people because, to be honest, charting has not really been that bad. It's just been chart creep, which is normal in rhythm games.
Chart creep is real. I played Extreme, and I'm like, this can't be a 10. And they were like, no, it's
It
just
is.
a modern.
Actually, I
"There's
really
no
do
shot
truly
at
believe it's a
10."
10. It's
Because
a really straightforward.
I've been playing since launch, and I'm like, this isn't what a 10 is. Even with I know they rebalance, but I'm like, there's no shot this is a 10. And I know I have skill issue because I'm also an 11 point whatever scrub. But like,
Because I'm
that
like
doesn't feel
12.8,
like a
so I'm like,
Quiet you.
I
Yeah,
quit.
but I was gonna
RKO
say-
I
on
liked
Blackbait
it.
because
I
of the
liked
skill
it. It
issue.
was-
Based. Okay, okay. So, by the way, just because you mentioned Exuation, I just want to mention anyone who plays ITG should download Egg Carton. Exuation made an ITG pack, and it's so good.
I am
I know,
unironically this right now.
It's so good. Like,
Unironically,
I was
all-
playing it at my buddy's house, and I was like, "Wait, these are charted by Exuation," and so I went and played a bunch of them. And I literally, like, I went to another pack after, and I was like, "These are worse." Like the charts I played in the Exuation pack are just better. Like they're so good. So
Yeah.
I'm on Exuation's
It's
side. I
like-
don't know shit about Arcade charting, but their ITG charts were fucking good.
I'll need to point you on to a few Exuation charts, and I'm wondering, I really will be wondering, as someone who plays like ITG a lot, if there's any patterns in Exuation charts that you can relate and go like, yeah, this feels like a pattern that would be in ITG somehow. Like, I don't know
was
how the
pretty
fuck you would be able to
obvious.
relate it.
Maybe, yeah. I'd be interested to see. What I will say was when I was playing them, I actually did want to bring this pack up on the podcast anyway, so this is a good transition. But I was playing the Exuation ITG charts, and it became pretty apparent that like Exuation has a good understanding of ITG chart meta, because it was like extremely playable. So I don't play a lot of tech. They're tech charts. They're not stamina. I play stamina normally, but I was at my friend's house and he had it downloaded. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll get on the pad. And ITG tech roughly, well, it's changing now. We can talk about this briefly as well. ITG tech roughly goes up to 14, and like that's the top of the scale. I tried one of Exuation's 13s, which I've passed a few 13s, not a lot. I didn't pass it, but I was playing it and I actually felt like it wasn't overtuned. There's been a bit of a trend in the ITG tech community lately of kind of like really overtuning charts and just having them be like loaded with tech and brackets and turns, and like they're just hard and exhausting. And I mean,
yeah,
it felt nice to play something that actually, it felt like a 13. It felt hard enough to be a 13, but it was not overdoing it. And that kind of felt like they knew what they were doing. From a charter perspective, like I was like, I can tell this is made by a professional charter because they didn't overdo it. And so that was why I was so pleased with it. I was like, dang, this content is super good. Like it's just really, really good. That said, the uppers of tech may change because there's an ITG tech player named Chance, and he just released Kame Tech, which is an entirely Camellia ITG tech pack, and it goes to 20.
Ooh.
And like I said, until maybe like half a year ago, the top of ITG Tech was 14s, and there's a 20 in that pack.
Oh wow!
He has made some absolutely unhinged content. So yeah, my ITG plug for the day is go check out Kamatech and go check out Egg Carton. Egg Carton is so good.
Hold on, I have to looking interrupt this to say that 38 minutes ago, Taro Nuke just tweeted, just bought the right to legally use the Vine Boom sound in video games.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Looking forward to hearing the Vine Boom in the next Moraru.
Also, I hope that we can move on from the arcade discussion because as I'm setting this on the discussion
we have
chat.
to erase the whiteboard again.
Days that Archaea mentioned zero.
Impossible.
Say hypothetically we didn't talk about Archaea for one.
I do want to hear Michiko. I do want to hear about the VS ARG.
All right, time for another timeline description because this
The ARG episode.
I think it makes sense because Cherry said, I think I could be wrong. I was reading some chat like the day before the ARG, and Cherry was clarifying some story stuff in the Discord. And I think she said that it was basically story. It's basically story relevant. That's probably why it's like so dramatic, despite it being kind of like outside the story. I'm fairly sure what happens in it is like story relevant. So
It is story relevant to chapter 0.
yeah. So I'm definitely gonna need to play this before chapter 0 comes out. Hopefully they.
This-
I think Cherry said there's gonna be a way to unlock it in game, right? Oh hey, look who's in the discussion chat.
Yes.
No, she did mention she wanted to hop around.
Yeah, I think she's going to be making the same kind of requirement stuff as the other 4 Final Landing songs, and just because, well, this ARG has served its purpose.
Yeah.
To give some context to chapter 0, and it shouldn't bar new players from accessing further content, especially for something that's outside of the main story.
Yeah, I really like that Cherry's done that for like our ARGs and stuff. Like once like when we did the chapter 0 announcement ARG, like as soon as we all found it, like 10 minutes later, it just got tweeted out. And it's like, okay, so we got to find it first, like as a group. That was kind of fun. We got to participate. And then after that, everyone gets to learn about it. I think that's totally good. I think with any of these like ARG unlocks, when it's done, you gotta relax it because they're designed to be solved in these big groups. And or like in this case, like outside of the game. And then later patching it down the line to make it solvable or unlockable in game. That's great. Love that.
Yeah, and Cheryl has stated that this specific ARG is the most experimental that they've arranged, which I'd assume is going to be very applicable whenever Chapter 0 comes out. And I don't think it's going to change any content that we're going to be accessing in Chapter 0. I'm just thinking that this is just a priming exercise.
Yeah, it should be interesting. When I saw the stream was literally like a camera pointed at a monitor, I was like, oh, this is kind of wild.
Yeah, because you know that there's someone behind that monitor that needs to keep on tabs with us just to not stray on any random methods of solving the ARG. I stupidly suggested that, hey, because this is a Twitch stream, maybe if we chat a string of text or something on the Twitch chat, maybe we'll get more stuff to be appeared on the monitor. But nope, it is literally just there to show us the codes and stuff. Which
I think I went in the chat and I think I saw you typing. I think I saw you putting stuff in the chat.
and then there's a random bot saying, "Hey, we can help you promote your Twitch channel."
The bots.
Hey,
Yeah, man, we gotta get the Sunrise Foundation Twitch channel partnered.
But yeah,
That's funny.
In contrast to the Sega maimaiDX Hangnil ARG, this is definitely much more complicated. But yeah, this entire weekend has been intense.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening this weekend for sure.
Lots of crazy stuff. It's been pretty
Does
exciting.
Fortnite have an ARG?
No, I mean they've only had ARGs for like special things, like they're changing the map for season 2 or whatever. Wait, not season 2. I think it's like phase 2 of the game or whatever. What?
Yeah.
No.
It's like in season 5 right now. Oh wait, Fortnite talk.
Yeah. No, they have one for season 5.
Yeah, but they
did. They had a little reveal thing, and they
redid
the release of from when the first season ended, when the meteor hits the map. They did it. It's like an alternate, whatever.
Can we move on now?
The Fortnite cab.
Yeah, can we please move on now?
Fortnite?
Oh my
Look,
God.
when I come back next time and I've played the Fortnite game, I'm going to talk about it.
Same. I'm gonna play with every controller I have. I've already seen people online play. Somebody played 5K with their pump stage.
I saw that.
I'm definitely gonna try that. Yeah.
I think
obviously I want to do TDX 5K. Well, not 2DX, but like B-Mania 5K on it.
All right, happy
Easy to
holidays,
DJ.
happy holidays,
Easy to
everybody.
Fortnite.
This is what we've been reduced to.
No, we gotta continue. There's a lot more stuff to talk about instead of those ARGs. I really don't want those to be the main talking point of the episode. Please.
You made it the main talking point. You talked about Vivid Stasis for a whole fucking like 30 minutes.
It's great.
I'm with you. I love ARG stuff. I know I'm not
It
the
is
only
what
person
it
who wants
is.
to hear about it.
I remember I
You
set up an
didn't
ARG
have me with that
once. It was really
bullshit. You're
fun.
the one that literally fucking went into detail about this. We didn't need to.
It's fun. I like the
It's all
creativity of what people come
impromptu.
up with.
Let's say hypothetically he didn't go into it. Then we would have actually a ton more time. But it's
Well,
okay.
the
Well, what did you
for
want to
our
talk about?
There's
episode,
ARGs happening this time around. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Christmas ARGs.
True.
Yeah.
There were definitely enough different things to talk about. It was fine.
Grimace. Grimace.
Christmas. Christmas.
Can I say I'm a little bit annoyed that some of
Hey
these
yo, that
updates-
that new My slide sound effect is great. The hit Grimace. Grimace.
wait, Michi, what were you saying?
I'm a little bit annoyed at the Vivid Stasis update and the Noise Starlight update. It's like literally at the end of the year.
I know. I was literally saying I
right.
think I'm gonna do a New Year's stream of the Vivid Stasis chapter.
I
New
can't
Year
even do
countdown.
that. I'm gonna be stuck with my parents.
So I actually want to hear from the
Ooh.
audience about this one thing I've been thinking of. If we would the audience like to see a like corner cab staff meetup? Maybe it doesn't have to be everybody, but
Yeah, literally
meetup
cannot
Um,
be
Texas,
everybody. We
Who's
can
gonna meet up
only do
there?
that
Yeah.
for. We can only do
That's
that with
We're
all of the
close, Anthony.
US
I don't know
reps.
about anyone else.
it needs to be like during like a convention.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like I said, we gotta
TwitchCon?
pick something
Oh,
centrally
God.
located.
we need to branch out into Twitch so that we have a reason to go to TwitchCon.
You could just go to TwitchCon. I mean, YouTubers go to TwitchCon, or you could go to VidCon, but I don't think that's exactly what you're looking for.
If we
here.
had more planning and we had thought of this ahead of time, I would have loved to have done this holiday episode live. Mostly
There is
because that would
also
have
the
been
fact that we are
We
spread out
could have
across like
done
3
that.
continents.
I could
Mhm.
set this as a live stream. It's
The America
Yeah, live streams are
episode.
fun. Everybody
actually
getting
the
VR and
Americans
yeah.
could meet up. The Americans can meet up because clearly we Americans think we are the center of the earth. So in which case we're the only people that matter.
We
in
should
this
just
situation.
all meet up in Japan.
Bruh.
I just
True.
own this country.
That's so
Let's go to
true.
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan is
that
unironically
the
in the
dream.
middle.
That's
Okay,
yeah.
I need to check the charts, but I don't know about that.
Well, considering where the nearest land is in terms of America,
Geography.
Geography
I was
moment.
Yeah, it could
because
be
the
like that.
actual middle would be like the ocean.
There it is.
Well,
Everybody
Hawaii.
go.
Ocean meetup. Ocean
It might
meetup.
be Hawaii. It
Ocean
might be
meetup goes
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
The
But-
Corner Cab
Oh,
Beach
guys,
episode.
Or a Cat
No,
Beach
no.
episode.
The beach
Is that a
episode.
JoJo reference? Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
No. Let's go.
JoJo
Let's,
lands in Hawaii.
no. Everybody, let's go. Ocean Gate meetup.
God.
No.
Ocean cab.
I was gonna say, hey, Hawaii doesn't really have that much arcade winning games, and then okay, yeah, beach episode. All right, fine.
Each episode corner cab. Let's go.
Okay, unironically would be fire though. Like actually sitting on the beach and just recording a bunch of content.
Yeah, have
We
fun
should
with
try
all
to
the
record
background
more
noise.
than one episode a month first.
No,
If
I
you
legitimately
want, okay, so I want to do
legitimately-
regular discussion stuff, but we have to like relax our production because I want to just get on record, y'all. And if it's up to me, I'll do that weekly, but I can't make it as pretty as everybody else.
this episode went from a fucking ARG discussion to a fucking business meeting.
Fortnite?
Hey,
I'm-
you got this,
I'm-
y'all.
I'm being-
That's the power of editing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
just
we could be very transparent about this. We're basically spoiling our plans for our potential Patreon reveal.
Yes. And I want people to know
That's the
about
thing.
it and get excited about it.
No,
and
except
encourage
the
us.
Patreon. No, the Patreon idea is scrapped though because they don't have tier awards anymore. Patreon's different now.
Really?
Wait, really? Wait,
Well,
I
not-
haven't
not-
logged in.
not-
tier
Scrap
award.
the tier
Not
award.
necessarily. They are charging people to add more tiers, and
Oh, are
each and they're
We have to make money
charging
first.
and they're charging based on the amount of Patreon supporters. So, like, if you have like 100 supporters per month, you'll get access to these features. If you get like 1,000 supporters per month, you'll get these features. But on every tier of the Patreon account owner, they'll get a certain percentage cut, and it's all exponential. But if we do decide to move to other platforms such as Ko-fi or
Yes, like
Ko-fi,
Ko-fi.
it's a
Ko-fi.
flat cut.
Yeah, honestly, you should probably just do it there anyway. I kind of wish I was
Yeah.
there, but the only reason I don't have to deal with it is because I made my Patreon before they made the account changes, so I'm
Yeah.
grandfathered in. I forgot that they
Right.
changed that.
Oh yeah,
That
and
is a
Like, you
smart move.
legitimately would be better off using Ko-Fi now.
yes, and if we ever do, there's a lot of behind the scenes content that I would have to edit.
We have
Me
like
too. I wanna
hours
help you,
worth of
Sam.
Dude, you're
pre-record
already
sessions.
editing RGRU like every 2 weeks, which sound like
Mhm.
impossible.
Hiring new editor.
That is a potential Patreon thing for really real. We'd be able to pump out a lot more if we could delegate.
But we
Yeah,
gotta
actually,
prove for years. Yeah.
Hey, Tokaku,
yeah.
I want to be on a podcast.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah.
wanna
Oh yeah.
Are
We
you
should
shooting our
definitely
shot?
do the shout out. We should definitely do our
Queen
shout outs
Tokaku,
again.
please.
We've done this a couple of episodes back, and we got Tarnuk in.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
did.
Well, I shot.
Actually,
I
we did
shot my
these shout
shot
out. We
back
did
in
these
the
shout
chat.
outs, and this actually kind of worked. So all I'm gonna say is Tokaku, I would love to have you on an episode, but we would also like to hire you for free. So please join us.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's gonna stick, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I've been
yeah,
doing this
dude.
for almost 2 years with no pay,
Do
not
this for
even
the
my
love of-
nitro payment.
Come on, you guys
Oh
are
my
obviously
God.
not doing this. You guys
Get
are
the
obviously
nitro
not doing this
payment.
for-
Come on.
You guys are
It's
not
been over
obviously
a
doing-
year.
Listen. You're not obviously doing this for the money. You're doing this for the love of rhythm games, clearly.
Look, I'll buy
That's all it's
Michiko
for.
Nitro. It's fine.
Wait, I'll buy. No, wait. I can make good on that right now.
Tokaku appears.
That's what we call peer pressure. Easy.
Hold on. I can give
Pay your
I can give
editors if
you
you're
like
in a
right now.
position to pay editors. Everyone else.
True. Yeah, we are just goofing.
I have to.
Anyway,
wait, how do I get
who else?
Nitro?
Who else should we shout out as well? I mean, I
I
already
would
have
love
a few.
FN
a
Weeaboo.
few-
I would love to get FN Weeaboo. I've always enjoyed.
Oh
his
yeah,
stuff.
then I can apologize
As
to
a
Evan
dance
Weeaboo.
rush player, I would love this.
Yes,
Then I can
I love that
apologize
he
to Evan
covered-
Weeaboo for accidentally stealing the series name for Dead Rhythm Games.
Oh,
Oh.
and I actually
Yeah.
know of FN Weeaboo because he used one of my Groove Coaster videos as his
Beautiful.
B-roll.
Yeah,
I know because every
I
time
did not
we never
know
talked
that
about Chrono
he
Circle. Go ahead,
made. I did not know that he made a video titled Dead Rhythm Games until after I had made 2, and he commented on it, and I was like, "Oh crap, I forgot."
Rip.
Yeah,
understand.
it's fine.
At least you didn't
So yeah,
do
watch
it on
Evan
purpose.
Weeaboo. He has good videos.
FN Weeaboo,
He does
I know
good
him. I mean, I like all of his, explaining video game or explaining rhythm game stuff, but especially like Chrono Circle because I love the concept of Chrono Circle, and I would constantly use FN Weeaboo's video on Chrono Circle to help like break people down against disliking it. So Chrono Circle
Oh,
is
this is
gone.
yeah.
We can have,
Oh,
Isn't it EOSing though?
we can
Yeah,
have a
did
candlelight
you-
vigil for Chrono Circle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait
just,
to become a gorillionaire so I can actually play it.
Millionaire?
just to catch up with everyone. Chrono
Michiko,
Circle is
the-
ending. Oh yeah, I got the ping, but I have to.
Yeah.
describe
You
it
have
first.
Nitro now.
Thank you. Anyway,
Well,
Chrono Circle
Michiko
just released its
editor
last
payment.
update back in early December, and they are going to be keeping their servers open until January 31st, 2025.
Oh, so we get at least a year to cry
I thought
about
it was
it.
really funny that
This
no,
is so
funny in
sad.
like
Can we
kind of
put
a
an F
sad
in chat?
way. I thought it was funny kind of in a sad way that their last update it has 2 songs and they're not originals.
Yeah, they're not originals. They're porting it from Pump It Up.
It's
will
it's a
say-
sad send off for Chrono Circle.
My look, as cool as the cab is, I knew this was coming.
No,
Chrono Circle had a really rough release. Like when
I
it came
wanted to
out, it
believe-
was
I
rough.
wanted to believe. I'm literally the only person excited for Chrono Circle, and I can't even touch the cab. That's why it died. They would have had all
Yeah,
my
you
money.
couldn't give it all of your money.
Chrono Circle's
Like
Chrono
it's
Circle's
only dying because I
strongest
can't
soldier.
play you.
The only
For
Chrono
real,
Circle
bro.
fan.
Yeah,
I am
but
literally the only Chrono Circle.
If
fan.
there
I
are
do
no
not care.
Chrono Circle fans, I am dead.
Someone needs to make a picture. Someone needs to make a picture of it's like Eris getting put in the like dead game jail, and then it's just me sitting on the bench like with my arms over, and it's me next to Waka. I'm like first time.
All I know is
I'm here.
I'm gonna have to. If any of you saw it, I can put it in the chat. I when I was at Anime Central this year, after releasing the Waka video, I recreated the guy with the peace sign in front of the grave meme. I did that in front of the
Oh,
Waka.
yes.
And so,
Oh,
now I need to
remember
go to
that.
round 1 and do it for the Chrono Circle as well.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Now Waka's
No
No
getting
one
a
is maybe
mobile
more
port code.
appropriate than Waka, to be honest.
Waka mobile port?
Waka
I
has
mean,
to
Code,
I
come
mean,
back.
please.
I mean, that's just liminality.
Liminality
liminality.
is
Play Ryu. Go play Storm Willow right
Play
now.
Ragyu, I worked for it.
It's a good game. I wish it had a little more polish,
enjoy it.
but
I
It's
just
fun.
feel like it needs a full circle, and
it's
they don't have
definitely
a full-
Waka on mobile. That's what it is. For real.
Yeah.
But I
Uh,
like it conceptually. I just wish the notes were smaller. There was more of a circle. It has potential. But I mean, I
They
can't
just
blame them
updated it, I
for
think, for like 1 year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and the game is now fully commercial with in-game
Yay.
purchases.
Okay,
I'll try
now
it. I like
officially,
this first one.
yeah.
That's fine. Yeah,
But,
yeah. More paid content, please. My biggest criticism of Figros is that I can't spend money on it.
Well played, Rizline.
I already bought the supporter pack. I spend money on Rizline. That game is
I'm gonna
fun.
say supporter
I mean,
pack
it's
works,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, I like
I mean,
Figros better.
stop calling it Rizline.
Is
Riz?
it
Oh yeah.
Rizline?
What-
I,
No,
I,
it's
I,
Rizline.
it's gonna be Rizline.
It's Rizline. It's Rizline.
Yeah.
I don't.
I refuse
This is
to
like a
fucking-
creator.
Pigeon games need to stop making titles that read differently than they look like they're written.
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
made
I
the
got
game
so
before
blasted
the word
for calling it-
Riz was actually popular.
Bro,
Did
I
you
got
just
the
roll
Riz,
your
the Riz
R's?
line.
Wait. Did you just roll your R's on Riz? Did you say Riz?
The Riz line.
Wait, I'm
Like-
doing that as an impacting sentence. I'm
Riz-
doing that to emphasize it.
I
Yes,
got
yes.
so blasted in my Figros video when I called it Figros. I got so destroyed. Like it was
Yeah,
the only
do that.
comment on that video.
I love
Really?
my favorite. I love
Wow.
my favorite rhythm. I love my favorite rhythm game artist, Reku Mochizuki.
Yeah. No, don't you talk shit on Reku.
No,
I-
I'm saying that's not how I'm not talking
I
shit.
know
I'm
you're talking
shit
about the
Mukio.
rolling the R's thing. I don't want to hear any slander though.
Speaking of Reku Mochizuki, I love Faith of Eastward more than Infinite Energy Overdose. That's my hot take.
Yes.
Oh, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. I mean, they're both good. I am not going to disagree. I mean,
Ugh.
I'll go Riz your line some more.
Shut the f.
Wow. Take me out to dinner first.
Also, people
And
play
then
the
they all
diverse
went-
system collab.
And then they all went out to holiday dinner.
Holiday. Yeah, at least a Golden Corral.
We went to the question. They all went to Chili's after that.
Chili's baby back ribs. Is that a dead commercial? Am I dating myself? Anyway,
No, you know that
Man.
is. We're dating all of us.
true.
Oh,
What else? Chrono Circle's dead. What else do we have for our end of the year shebang? Are we winding it down? I
I
guess
mean,
Polaris Cord. We could get Polaris Cord opinions out.
Oh yeah,
I
know.
Polaris.
Didn't they do another location test recently?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did
a
on
little
the
cleaner.
weekend.
I mean, it looked better this time. I think like the first. I don't know if it was just like the lack of gameplay videos from the first playtest, but like this one looked like
You know
at
what?
least comparatively it looked better. Like I think the lane swapping thing that it has some potential. Like that's fine.
Oh,
I
Also,
actually
they-
already forgot the mechanics.
you know, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be real, and this is kind of my personal opinion based on what I've seen for Polaris Cord.
Mhm.
Dead on arrival.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Looks-
It's
looks,
unlike
uh,
Chrono
I
Circle.
don't
It's got
know.
Konami bucks.
I think it's
really
got
all
more
depends.
chance to live than Chrono Circle does.
Oh,
You
of
see the
course.
hoodie on
Konami
Grace?
bucks.
That alone kicks it
Dude,
up.
the Grace and Ross's designs are actually great. I mean, if Polaris Cord dies, they should just take those out of there and make navigators, and like nothing of value was lost.
You mean just basically? You mean literally? So what you're
That's
telling me
brutal.
is visual? You're talking about visual novel Grace and Ross's.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why
we'll
not?
take it.
Basically, what is it? Gravity Wars alternate universe, except the world isn't fucked up.
Yeah, they both have
Gravity
clothes
Force.
on, so I can use the navigator and not be worried about it.
One way to put it.
Yeah,
That is phrasing.
it passes the
So,
the Korean censorship.
Yeah,
It
yep,
ca- it
yeah,
passes no
exactly,
one.
exactly. Yeah.
There's-
It won't
yeah, I
be.
was
A
about
I
to
great
did
say,
hear
we've got the-
somebody.
I was
Like
about to
part
say
of why
we
we're
have
so
the
excited on
Polaris
the
Cord.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say we have that we have a scale ranging from Polaris Cord, Grace and Ross's to Kanade. At the bottom.
Oh, kind of. Oh, yeah.
Ounce. I was
Uh,
saying part of why we're excited at their drip and how cool they actually look is because they're actually wearing clothes for once. It's like a
Kinda,
real
yeah, I
eye
mean,
opener that
to
when they
be fair,
wear
though,
clothes, they get to wear cool clothes.
right,
I mean,
right.
there-
Like Grace's design with the sweatshirt that has the Tamaneko
The
stripe.
Tamaneko little time.
Yeah, it's so good. That's like
It's
that's
so
like
good.
nice.
It's so cool.
And she has a whole shirt on.
It's like,
And can
it's
we-
like why
the
everyone
bar
was
is
excited
low.
about Sudden Death Grace.
The bar
Sudden
is
Death
so
Grace was
bar
exciting
is
because she was wearing
low.
just a fucking. Who would have thought that Sudden Death Grace would be so hyped for wearing just a t-shirt?
Unironically, me. Literally me. I
real.
was like, oh my god, she's wearing a shirt.
It's not Mission Grace.
You know yeah, God, yeah. I'm like, I can't play this song in public.
And now you
It's
can
okay,
even
Mission
turn it
is
off as
also,
well.
impossible, so I just don't play it.
But you have to play it to get to the new Hexadiver.
Ugh,
Uh-oh.
maybe whenever
You
I
hear
get
that?
to a cab.
I felt the pain in that. Ugh.
It's not from the song. Well, partially it's from the song, but also it's just from Hexadiver. But I've made no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've not been hesitant to not like Hexadiver.
Mhm.
At least they have like catch up mechanics now. It's not as bad.
No. I'll
Catch-up
take less.
mechanics
of
that came like too late.
I was really hoping they would do the thing that they did with Omega Dimension, where it's literally just clear a song with Blaster and you get it. I mean, that would be great. But I don't think
Yeah,
we're going to see
Maybe
that
in
until
new sound
7.
Voltex. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I'm
for
really, really
Prime?
hoping that the rumors about that being revealed at BPL at the end of BPL are true, because
When is
I
it
love
time? Is
Exceed
it
Gear.
around
I
time?
think it's like peak Voltex, to be honest.
I'm
But
used to 2DX and DDR. Some Voltex is taking a really long time to have its next version.
some Voltex has been on Exceed Gear for like 3 years, maybe
exactly,
longer.
which is
It's been a very
ancient
long
for
time.
2DX especially.
Meanwhile, 2DX is like, oh, it's been 10 months. Time for
Yeah,
another
yeah,
2DX
yeah.
version.
Resident
Oh, shit,
old
we're on
fucking
2DX.
epos.
Ugh. Oh my god,
I think
they released
one of
so
the-
fast.
There's so much.
Dance
Yeah,
Rush still
I just-
waiting for its update.
Yeah, meanwhile,
Dance Rush
Dance
did
Rush
good.
literally
Hey,
on
hey,
the
hey,
same
hey, hey,
version
we got-
forever.
Hey, we did get some. We got some new songs. Don't we?
Hey guys,
we got
it's
Dance
Spark
Rush Gym.
Festival 2023.
No,
when are you
Spark
gonna get
Festival's
Dance
over
Rush
now.
Mundum?
Hey, don't worry about it. We just got Dance Rush Gym 5 or Gym 6, so we're good.
Only,
We got new content.
unironically, the only thing that's convincing me that Dance Rush isn't dead on the floor right now is that another region just got new cabs. That's the
Hey,
only thing.
Oh,
That's the only thing convincing me that game is not dead.
I'm pretty sure Coors K is the only person that is breathing life into this game at this point. Like,
The hustle.
Oh yeah. Also,
He's-
update on
he's in
our new why did I say Tunidum? Dance Rush cabinets. Both of these cabinets were basically almost dead on arrival, and it took almost 2 days to diagnose the problems, and we've only got one cabinet on. At least
Oh,
the dance pad is already okay, but the second cabinet is still fucked. And no one, I mean no one from the arcade technicians to my contacts, and even some people who have played Dance Rush for years know how to diagnose this. So I'm still waiting for.
Okay, so maybe still
for
slightly dead on arrival.
It's still slightly dead on arrival, but hey, it's still playable. It has the latest
Comatose
version
on
updates and such.
Mhm.
Well, it's better than nothing. It's more than I got.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
better than
yeah.
nothing.
It's better
I
than
wish I
nothing,
had
yeah.
a busted cab near me.
New Dance Rush being made is something.
Yeah, July 2023.
That's crazy.
Right,
Fresh.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a second. I'm pulling up I'm summoning someone right now.
All right, one potato.
I can't do Hungarian throat singing, but hey,
Oh, the
I-
polytonal thing? Yeah, that stuff is intense.
I see y'all's texts in the chat. I know, but give me just a second.
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm summoning
He's playing a
someone.
lot of
Oh,
Oddworld. I think he's
summoning
tapping in his
Benemy.
Benemy?
At this point, we might need to split this episode into 2 parts.
No,
Sure.
not yet. Just not yet. It's not time yet. Come
All
on.
right. Meanwhile, so
Please.
Fortnite,
Let's take a
Yeah,
blood
while
vessel
he-
right now.
Oh, it's time.
while he
Yeah,
busts
so-
his blood vessel,
What the
Enemy
song
can't
list of
summon
Fortnite
this
Festival?
demon fast enough. Ah!
Fortnite Festival, y'all. I think the one thing I wanted to make in the episode is it boggles the mind to look
Someone
at
stop
clone
them! I can't
people.
move while I'm summoning.
The
So stop
clone
them,
hero
I'm immobile.
community?
They have
Half-shade-
Thunder by
half-shade
Imagine
people
Dragons in
community.
Fortnite Festival?
No!
They got Weezer. They got
Yo,
Buster.
I
Weezer,
can
wait,
finally
dude,
get
is that
Weezered
actually
by
real?
Goku.
They got
Wait, is
Party
that
Rock
actually real?
Anthem.
They do have Party Rock Anthem.
Countless
yeah, I do know
stars.
that.
When it finally leaves DDR, we can just go to Fortnite.
They have Epic Games Originals, guys.
I don't see
Let's
the difference. Wait,
go.
really?
Yo,
Is that
dude, Camellia
harmonic
tweeted and he was like,
fountain?
yo, you guys, I would love to be in Fortnite Festival.
No shot. Pull that up. Pull that
Oh.
up. Deadass. I need to see.
Oh,
I'll find it.
Because he
hold
should
on.
be in there.
Y'all are hurting me
get
so
him in
much
the
right now.
The last
Embrace
like
the cringe.
the first song that I've seen from this image is actually Gangnam Style.
Let's go.
Gangnam Style.
Where's the tweet? I
We
You know what?
got
Fuck you.
Seven Nation Army. Pretty solid. I mean, it's
Fuck
all
you, I'll hurt you all with this.
modern- What's the word?
It's the only way to
Mainstream
get
stuff.
people's attention.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank God I had that turned down.
No, I
Yeah,
normally have mine turned
same.
down, but I knew to turn it up for y'all. It's okay. I'll spoon feed you the FX.
Okay.
I am turning that
That
off in
me.
post production. I am turning that off.
Like Michael
Hopefully
Jackson
Craig
or something.
records that separately.
Yeah, I know. I love that was his example.
Michael Jackson. Imagine Camellia.
MSI
being
replied, I'm calling John
cloned.
Fortnite right now.
We're gonna have like Staying
is-
Alive Camellia remix.
Yo!
Holy shit! Can we
No,
have a
Camellia!
star cover of
300 BPM
Crystallized?
speed core.
No way, Camellia!
Yeah, it would just be called like Staying Dead.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Someone's
Okay,
gonna-
there we go.
Did the summoning
Finally.
ritual
Took long
finally
enough.
finish?
Oh my God,
We're
my
also about
summoning
to
works!
end.
Look, oh my
All
goodness,
it took
is
was
that
letting us
Cheryl
talk
from
about
Vivid?
Fortnite for 15 minutes.
Is that
Mhm.
Cheryl from Vivid Stasis
Right
Incorporated?
of the cast?
What
Cheryl
the
Vivid Stasis herself.
what the dude, what the dang, dude.
All right, well,
What the
clearly
dang,
my
dude?
summoning session,
Yeah,
clearly my summoning
That's
session
actually-
finally worked.
Yeah, it
I was
took
at
like
the
6 sessions
pool.
for Fortnite.
I was in
Yeah,
the pool.
congratulations.
Yeah, the Fortnite was what made it work.
Who did the applause?
Oh god,
That was,
that's so good.
Anyway, what are we even doing?
yeah, congratulations, we summoned him. Summoned them. Anyway.
Cordial claps. Jerry's here for our outro, I guess, because it's definitely time for us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Fortnite. Okay, real quick. Fortnite festival opinions. Go. There are no right answers.
I play Fortnite like once every 2 months. I don't have the
That's
Context.
2 months
Not
more
you
than all
too!
of us.
Oh my god!
what?
Yo, when
Can't
is
believe you won't play this
the
trash game! I hate it!
when is the corner cab playing Fortnite on stream?
For real?
Absolutely.
For real?
Tell you what.
Waiting for that.
No, tell you what. No, Jack,
No.
Jack, listen here. Tell you what. If we reach 1,000
God.
subscribers,
Oh,
if
baby.
we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will play Fortnite on
Let's
stream.
go!
Didn't
Alright,
Yeah.
Didn't
Smash
you?
that subscribe button.
You said
That's
it.
a wrap.
It's
Thank you for coming.
You better
Can
better
we get
smash
1
that
million
subscribe
likes on this
button.
video?
You better ring
100
that
likes.
bell. You better rate
1,000
this
subs.
rate this video 5
Smash
stars.
that.
It's a
subscribe
holiday
button like
special.
your waifu or
Alternatively-
husbando.
Alternatively, if this video gets 50,000 views, I will play. I will play
Yeah, that's a
Fortnite.
lot. That's a big difference. 1,000
okay,
subscribers
okay.
is easier.
Hey,
That's a lot.
We can
That's
bot
a
that
lot.
up. Wait a second. No, we can bot up views. Let's do this.
Oh, let's go.
I would not like to get banned from YouTube.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, okay. If we get 2,000 subscribers, we bring Tokaku on and she plays as
We
well.
need to stop making promises.
We need to
Listen,
stop
y'all,
it.
You
if
couldn't
I'm
even pay
subscriber-
Michiko his Discord Nitro.
If I get 3 likes on the comment below, we will force enemy to play Fortnite and
Yeah,
like
that's a reachable goal.
If this video gets 82,660 views, I will stream Fortnite on the Sunrise Foundation Twitch account.
Let's go!
Oh my
But it has to be. It has to be a camera pointed at the monitor. There can't be any overlay.
Yeah, and put what in there as well.
We're going back
Yeah.
to 2006.
I'm sorry I missed discussion of that.
No, it's
what
okay.
was
Fine.
We pretty much
What was that?
Michiko just explained how it worked, basically.
Cherry,
It happened a little bit.
Cheryl, they literally started talking about the ARG. I had to walk away to go get a drink and a snack. I came back, they were still talking about, like, they still weren't
sounds
done
about
with the
right.
process.
That sounds about right. It was a lot, like, in comparison to previous ARGs I've done, like the one that Jack can comment on because he was there for it. The previous ones were a lot more fewer steps, but each one took longer to do. This was just a lot of different ideas I had, kind of fired off quickly. So I kind of just wanted to experiment with some new things, and I have some good ideas for the next one.
Oh my
Definitely.
gosh.
It sounds
I enjoyed setting it up in my bathroom, and I'm gonna do that again, I think.
We were wondering
can
about
stop
that,
that.
where the camera was.
Oh yeah, no, I have like. Do you want me to explain how this stream was run? Because it's really, really funny.
We were wondering if he was just behind the camera.
Oh, I already know about it, but you can
Tease
explain.
for the next episode. Yeah, tease for a new episode.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
already
can-
explained. It's already explained.
I'll tell you guys after. I'll tell you guys after you finish the recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say. Yeah, I know this. Oh no, the AI is happening. Oh, it's about time. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds a lot like Fortnite. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into today's episode. Thank you all
Merry
for tuning into
Christmas.
today's episode.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas. Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Happy
Woo.
Hanukkah. Anyway, happy Hanukkah. We'll see you all later. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kadosh b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al asher Hanukkah. Praise it are you. Anyway, moving on.
So true, bestie.
Bars, fire.
Oh,
12
with-
fires actually on top
Fuel
of each
for the
candle. Let's
fireplace
go.
on G for.
It's not 12 It's not 12 candles. You fucking
no.
nimwit.
My Gentile ass. Not me and my Gentile ass. Oh no. 16?
Well,
Am I
well,
dig
with
myself
that,
deeper?
no. Well, with all. That's never mind.
Oh,
I don't
I
have
think he
any
died.
enough.
He did.
You.
Well, that's a
Did-
wrap. That.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Please don't
That's
follow
all,
this
folks.
even further, or else this video is going to be postponed until New Year's.
Well, you know what I said.
Ooh.
1,000 subscribers, and I play Fortnite.
82660 Sunrise Foundation Fortnite stream. Let's make it happen, people.
Oy, oy, oy. Well, without further ado, that was it for today's holiday special. Today's holiday special. You mean there's more? That was it for
Today on
Corner Cap
Enemy
Holidays
tries to
special.
end the podcast.
Thank you all for coming out to the holiday special. It was great that we could get Cheryl in. This is so far the biggest episode we've done yet. So if you do want to support us, we would recommend hitting the subscribe button and also hitting the bell notification because it also helps us fight the. Oh, god damn it! I was in the middle of a flow and you ruined it.
I like that one. I need that.
I can't.
And
explain it,
follow
but
us on Twitter.
and
follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
I refuse to call it X. Follow us on Twitter.
Yes, we
We have
refuse.
Twitter.
It's not X, it's Twitter.
It's Twitter. But yeah,
I'm
help us
mad
beat
that
out- help us-
I'm mad that it's
help
called
us beat
X
out the funny Rocket Man.
Because X is like one of the coolest letters, and he's ruined it.
He is
Yeah, you
ruined
can't
it.
enjoy anything.
No, I can't listen to Zevel anymore.
All right, so I
Listen,
can like
alright,
stop the recording.
X is
right?
cool and all, but still no one has come to touch Q. Q is the most underrated letter of the alphabet, and it is like virtually untouched by everyone.
Persona Q, for example.
Okay, not that
Anyway.
one. That one sucked.
No, I'm just talking about like the naming convention. Like,
QQ, good song.
Okay,
Played in
anyway.
Voltex.
please end this off, please.
all right. Anyway,
I'm
thank you
out.
all for coming out
Thanks
to
for
Corner
sure,
Cap episode Q. We'll see you all next time.
I'm here to make
Bye.
Michiko's job harder by keeping
Everybody say,
everyone.
everybody say
Bye.
goodbye. So everybody say happy.
Bye.
Wait. Everybody say, hold on. Everybody say happy holidays at the exact same time. So
Aaron's
so
already
everybody
left.
say happy holiday. God damn it. I was trying to say everybody say happy holidays at the same time and then we fade out.
Okay,
Alright.
let's do it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
holidays!